In today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at 5 different pro Valorant players' crosshairs to see which Valorant pro has the best crosshair setting. What is up YouTube, it's your boy Andy TV here, back with another Valorant video. Take a look at my crosshair. This has to be the best crosshair in the game. Anyways, in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at 5 different pro Valorant players' crosshair setting to see which pro has the best crosshair. Now, before we begin, don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new. I'm going to be posting a bunch of videos. You won't want to miss what I have in store. So subscribe to the channel, help the boy get to 20k subscribers, follow me on all of my socials, and come and join the A Squad fam Discord. Alright, let's begin. First up, we have the golden child himself, Tenz.
Did he fall off or is he?
I don't know.
So Tenz's crosshair is kind of small, like I can barely see this thing. But anyways, here are his crosshair settings. So his crosshair color is cyan. A lot of people do use this color. Outlines, turn it to off. Outline opacity, you can turn that to 0. Outline thickness, turn that to 1. Center dot, he actually keeps it on for this crosshair, so keep your center dot on. Center dot opacity 1, center dot thickness 1. Fade crosshair with firing error off. Show spectated players crosshair. This is actually optional. Like if you want to see your teammates crosshair, turn on or off, but he turns it off. Show inner lines, leave this on. Inner line opacity 1, inner line length 3, inner line thickness 1, inner line offset 2. Movement error off, firing error off. Show outer lines off. Outer line opacity, you can actually just turn all of these off since it's already off. This is his crosshair right here, and here are his settings. Take a look at that. And he does play on the sensitivity 0.4, but he does change it often. Just keep that in mind. And yep, that's how you get this crosshair. Next up, we have probably the second most known player in the game, Sinatra.
Player standing.
Look at him go, look at him go.
Down A.
That's insane!
Sinatra's settings are kind of different from everybody else's. You'll see why. But to get his crosshair, this is what you have to do. So Sinatra also plays on the cyan colorway. It just looks the brightest to me. It just stands out. And he turns his outlines on, outline opacity 1, outline thickness 1, center dot off. Since center dot is off, you can leave center dot opacity and thickness to whatever. Fade crosshair with firing error, leave that on. Show spectated players crosshair, you can leave that on or off. Disable crosshair, leave that to off. Show inner lines, this is where it's different. He actually leaves the inner lines off and he uses the outer lines. And for the outer lines, leave that on. His crosshair is normally always the same. It's always 1, 3, 1, 3. So outer line opacity 1, outer line length 3, outer line thickness 1, outer line offset 3, and movement and firing error off. So that is his crosshair. It's usually always the same. He's had this crosshair for months.
Crosshair 1313.
Next up on the list, we have probably the best in-game leader in the entire game, Shazam.
Coming up long.
Oh, nice.
One enemy remaining.
Finally, a different color crosshair. And to get this crosshair, go to your settings. So Shazam likes to play on the crosshair color green. He leaves his outlines on. Outline opacity 0.5, outline thickness 1, center dot off, fade crosshair when firing off, show spectated players crosshair off, disable crosshair off, show inner lines on, inner line opacity 1, inner line length 5, inner line thickness 2, inner line offset 3, movement error off, firing error off. And show outer lines off. He plays with only the inner line, so you can just turn all of these off. And there you have it, Shazam's crosshair. This is exactly like the CSGO's crosshair. Next up, we have the boomer clutch king himself, Hiko.
Beacon here. Down and out. How about that? He's coming out now.
Dead.
One enemy.
3, 2, 1. Boom, boom, boom. I'm a Deagle demon.
He plays on the crosshair color green, just like Shazam. I think it's a Counter-Strike thing, I'm not sure. Outlines off, outline opacity and outline thickness. You can just leave that all the way to the bottom. Center dot off. Also turn off center dot opacity and thickness. Fade crosshair when firing area off. Show spectated players crosshair off. Show inner lines on. Inner line opacity 1. Inner line length 7. Inner line thickness 2. And inner line offset 5. Movement error off. Firing error off. Show outer lines just off and leave all of these off. Off. And there you have it. Hiko's Crosshair. I kind of like this one. Maybe because I'm a boomer too. Boomer gang. All right, moving on. And the last player on the list, we have none other than the aim god himself, Shroud.
Taken down. Oh my god, dude!
Okay, I know he's not technically a pro Valorant player, but to get this crosshair, Shroud plays on the crosshair color white. Outlines off, outline opacity 0.5, outline thickness 1, center dot off. Turn all of these off. Show inner lines on, inner line opacity 1, inner line length 4, inner line thickness 1, and inner line offset 2. Movement error off, firing error off. If you guys have these on, you might be in bronze for a reason. But yeah, show outer lines off. You just turn all of these off, and there you go. The one and only Shroud's Crosshair. Look at this thing. I can barely see it. I gotta squint to see this. But yeah, that's Shroud's Crosshair. But yeah, guys, that is it for the video. Let me know in the comments down below which crosshair do you guys like the best. Do you like mine? I'll leave my settings down below too. Subscribe if you guys are new. Follow me on all of my socials and come join the A Squad fam and Discord. I'm out. Peace.